Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tausif Anam. You've probably seen me before. I've been at many Grant County GOP events, and it's always wonderful to attend a Grant County Republican Party event. I've attended Christmas parties and Lincoln Day dinners and other events in the past, and I want to thank Bill Beefer for the invitation to be here and to talk about immigration. Now, back in 2017, I attended one of your picnics where I shared my story of immigration. I talked about how I came from Bangladesh to the United States through the proper legal immigration process and how I became a United States citizen in 2014. Now, back then, times were different. We had issues at the border, but we didn't have the kind of border crisis that we see today. And I talked about how I came to the United States legally, because that's the right way to do it. And that's the key word. So I followed American laws and rules, and I successfully pursued citizenship. Now, there are people on the left who accuse us meaning conservatives, who accuse us of being anti-immigrant simply because we support border security. We are not anti-immigrant. We want immigrants to come to America legally, and there are a couple of legal immigrants right here in this room. Now, let me tell you some data that the left will not tell you. Every year, 1 million, approximately 1 million foreign-born individuals get their permanent residency to live and work in the United States. And these are individuals who have followed the immigration laws and rules, and they go through background checks. And then several hundreds of thousands of people become naturalized US citizens. And it's possible because we welcome legal immigrants. And those immigrants, they come here, they work hard, pay taxes, and they pursue the American dream. Now, what's happening at the southern border, that's a completely different story. That is illegal immigration, and it is unacceptable. As a legal immigrant and a naturalized American citizen, I feel compelled to talk about this issue. I feel that I need to point out the differences between the two, legal versus illegal immigration. Now, last year, I had a wonderful opportunity to be a guest on Fox and Friends on Fox News, and the show host was Rachel Duffy, whom many of you know. And during that live interview, I said that we cannot have two pathways to come into the United States, one legal and one illegal. There should be one pathway for immigrants to come to the USA. That is the legal pathway. Thank you. But the Biden administration, since 2021, they have opened up the southern border and they allowed more than 9 million illegal immigrants to come into the United States from all over the world. And we have no idea who these people are. We have no idea about their background. Now, the people who walk into our country through the southern border, they are the ones who disrespect the rule of law. And once they get here, they expect free stuff, like free housing, free food, free medical care, and lots of other free services. And we know that nothing is free in this world. Somebody is paying for it. We, the taxpayers, are paying for the benefits that the illegal immigrants are getting, especially in places like New York City, Chicago, the sanctuary cities, Denver, San Francisco. And so the Democrats, they are enticing the illegal immigrants by providing free housing, free food, and lots of other services. Now, I'm going to point out a few shocking things which I think we need to talk about. The Democrats, they like playing with language and words. Previously, when Border Patrol apprehended illegal immigrants, it was called apprehension. Do you know what they call it now? They call it an encounter. Okay? They are encountering illegal immigrants. No more apprehension. And that's not all. A foreign national who illegally enters the United States, we know that individual is called an illegal immigrant or an illegal alien. But now the Biden administration has come up with a new term for the illegal immigrants. Do you know what that is? Newcomers. They are the newcomers. So the Democrats, they are trying to legalize, normalize, and glorify illegal immigration by calling these individuals newcomers. They are not newcomers, they are illegal aliens. And so these illegal aliens, they are displacing American citizens. The homeless Americans are not getting help, but the illegals are receiving millions and millions of dollars worth of free housing and services. The American seniors are struggling because of inflation, but the illegals continue to get free stuff funded by taxpayers. There are American children living in poverty, but the illegals are getting all the benefits. Now, I'll share with you some information that you're going to find shocking. It is estimated that New York City, the big sanctuary city, will have to spend approximately $10.6 billion through June of 2026 to deal with the migrant influx. And a single dollar spent on an illegal immigrant is a dollar that's not available to an American citizen. And more shocking stuff. New York City is giving migrant families prepaid cards so that they can go out and shop. So New York officials, they claimed that the money can only be spent on food and baby supplies. But the question is, how are they going to enforce? How are they going to make sure that the money is spent on food and baby supplies? So reportedly, the illegal immigrants have to sign an affidavit promising that they are going to spend the prepaid cards on food and baby supplies. Now, do you think that illegal immigrants, those who violated our nation's immigration laws, they walked across the border, came into our country, that they are going to follow the words written on an affidavit?
No.
Probably can't even read it, right? So I'm sure there are translators funded by taxpayers, right, for the illegals. Okay, and here's another shocking fact. New York Governor Kathy Hochul proposed allocating $2.4 billion to pay for migrant housing, food, medical services, and also legal services. So as Americans, if we need legal services, if we go to a lawyer, we have to pay out of pocket. But the Democrats want illegal immigrants to have access to lawyers paid for by American taxpayers. And so that's New York. And then Denver is urging Americans to house migrants in their homes. That's an attack on property rights. In California, a far-left politician introduced legislation to give taxpayer-funded government loans to illegal immigrants so that they can buy homes. First-time home buyers, illegal immigrants. So the Democrats want illegal immigrants to steal our American dream. And in many hospitals, so I'm a healthcare policy analyst by training, so I spend a lot of time studying healthcare. In hospitals, many hospitals, especially in sanctuary cities, the illegal immigrants are filling up the waiting rooms outside the emergency department, and American citizens are having to wait to receive the medical care that they need. And this is happening in Denver and other places. And Denver in particular, because they love illegal immigrants so much, they're looking at a budget deficit of $180 million. Now, for months, I have been talking about these issues because, like I said, I feel compelled as a legal immigrant and a naturalized citizen, I feel compelled to talk about these issues. So I've got a podcast, and I've published numerous episodes just sharing my views on immigration issues. And so what I have been doing, I've got a YouTube channel which I'm very active on for the last several months. I have been doing live streams almost every night, just sharing my views on immigration, and fortunately, I've connected with a lot of viewers from border states. So people from California, Arizona, Texas, like-minded conservatives, they have been tuning in and chatting with me during the live streams, and they have been sharing what they are witnessing. And it's not just the border states. People from many parts of the country have connected with me to talk about what they are seeing in their communities. So I exercise my First Amendment right And I write letters to editors and op-eds on immigration and many other issues. And so far, more than 100 of my writings have been published in newspapers across the country. And a very prominent Republican, former presidential candidate Mike Huckabee, shared 2 of my writings with, I think he has over 1 million followers. So my writings have reached many people. And I am concerned that this crisis is going to arrive in Wisconsin also. When resources run out in Chicago, illegal immigrants may find their way into Wisconsin, and it's already happening. In Whitewater, they have many challenges. There are many illegal immigrants, and that makes our communities less safe. There's overcrowding, there's housing challenges, overburdened schools, all because of illegal immigration. And so Democrat policies are creating lawlessness and chaos. And in 2022, Senator Chuck Schumer proposed a pathway to citizenship for 11 million illegal immigrants, and now we have even more, because they want to create new voters. I think we all understand that. It's very obvious what the Democrats are trying to do, and we cannot allow that to happen. So as a legal immigrant and a naturalized US citizen, here's my message. I think that American cities, villages, and towns must declare that they will not be sanctuary communities. Proactively, American communities must declare that we have no place for illegal immigrants. So I'll give you some examples. Just a few weeks ago, El Paso County, this is not El Paso, Texas, El Paso County in Colorado found out that some illegal immigrants arrived in their community, and these were most likely migrants from Denver. So what Denver is doing, because they can't handle the pressure anymore, Denver is giving government-funded bus passes to the migrants so that they can go to other communities. So when El Paso County found out, the Board of Commissioners there, they organized a press conference, and they declared that the county will not be a sanctuary for illegals. And furthermore, the County Board of Commissioners asked all the nonprofits in the area to refrain from helping illegals. And they said, don't invite this crisis. Because if you help them, if you provide housing, food, more illegals are going to be coming. And so this is the kind of action that I think local leaders should take. Aurora, Colorado City Council also passed a resolution stating that it has no intention of helping illegal immigrants transported to their community. Monument, another city in Colorado, declared itself a non-sanctuary city. Mesa County, once again, Colorado, declared itself a non-sanctuary county. Garfield County, City of Montrose, Colorado Springs, they all declared that they're non-sanctuary communities. So I believe that the same should happen all over the country. And I have been using my voice, and I'm just one person, but I've been trying to encourage elected officials, mayors, city councilors, village board members, town board members, county board members, to proactively declare that our communities will not be sanctuary for illegal immigrants, and also send a clear message to the nonprofits: don't help the illegals. Now, I don't think we should wait for the illegals to show up. We have to be proactive in making the declaration and sending a message to the world that illegal immigrants have no room in our community. And I'm hoping and praying, like all of you here, that Donald Trump wins the election. And I'm hoping and praying that we increase the size of our majority in the House of Representatives, and that we regain the majority in the US Senate. And that's why the Senate race in Wisconsin is so important. We have to defeat Tammy Baldwin and take back control of the US Senate. Now, November 2024 is far away, and the new Congress begins in January of 2025. That's also far away. We need to take action now. So local elected officials in communities across the country, including here in Wisconsin, I think they must all declare that we are non-sanctuary and that we have no place for illegal immigrants. My friends, the Democrats, I was reading that a Democrat mayor out west tried to quote words from the new Colossus on the Statue of Liberty to justify illegal immigration. So that left-wing individual said that, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." And by saying that, the Democrats try to justify the arrival of the illegal immigrants. But let me tell you, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the illegal immigrants are not yearning to breathe free. They are yearning to take away our freedoms. They are yearning to get taxpayer-funded benefits. They are yearning to take away resources from American citizens. And many of them, unfortunately, as we know, they are yearning to get involved in organized crime once they get to America. We cannot allow that to happen. So my message is simple. Americans are sick and tired of the border crisis and illegal immigration. We want border security, and we are tired of seeing our tax dollars being spent on the migrants. So it's time to end illegal immigration. And so I think our local leaders, because the Biden administration is not going to do the job, our local leaders must take action to declare that our communities are not sanctuaries for the illegals. So, my friends, that's my message. I'll be here if you have any questions for me. I really appreciate the time, Bill. Thank you. Thank you for letting me speak. Thank you.